Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is ManTheMaker, and as you can probably immediately tell, I done goofed. I recorded one episode, which had problems, and was not able to actually get the recording, and I died. Ta-da! How did this happen? Well, we were continuing on with our mission. Water purifiers being delivered to some far-off place, doing well on it, I would say. But things were quiet. Things were really quiet. And as I was traveling to my last stop on the mission, I said to myself, it's been some time since I've had an encounter in space. And that can only mean one thing. And sure enough, the Xenos showed up. And they killed me. As they always have if I've ever faced them or ran into them in space without Skip Off the Void. Level 11 Navigator talent lets you avoid any combat at the cost of damaging your engine. Didn't have it. And I was hoping that with my piloting skill and my ship's speed and agility, navigating skill, that we would be able to survive. We did not. Got me with a targeting lock first round, started wrecking my crew, killing my navigators. Could not get away. I'm really sad that I made a mistake and was not able to record it. That was a bit silly of me. I had a window open in OBS to change the file, the directory where I was saving it. I didn't close it. It's my own dumb mistake. So you didn't get to see me go down in glory, nor my panic upon meeting the Xeno. And they got me. Could I have done different? I mean, let's back it up. I really enjoyed the crew combat run. It's a little bit slower, right? Because if you fight people in space, well, you tend to have much longer battles. You get into crew combat 5, 6, 7 times, and it does go much slower. But I think we're pretty successful. I learned a lot, I think, about really the importance of the piloting and the navigation modules. Something which I had never really utilized. I didn't even understand it fully until now. I didn't know that it raised the cap, and that made you better. I honestly thought that it just raised it to the cap. Couldn't go over it. And I'm like, well, why would I do that? My piloting is already maxed. Silly me. So I learned a lot about that. I learned a little bit about actual crew combat as well, and how to kind of change ranges, the order of talents to use, right? I think Twitch Surge right off so they can't run, followed by an evasive maneuvers, trying to close the distance again. But it's okay if they make it and retreat one slot. Then it's harder for them to hit you. Then you can use I forget the one that gives a 10 range change, but use that perfected approach if you've got it. I think going with the salvager was my initial idea, and I kind of changed tack there. Possibly someone giving me an explorer as an opening contact or a commander as an opening contact. Commander would have been really nice, I think. I want the commander in my crew immediately because I want them to give me the command skill. It's very important. Possibly even 2. Command skill is used for so much, but also like in particular piloting. And then having a hyper warp navigator. Right? This is what I did wrong. I learned this in my last episode, Fear Not the Xeno, the last series rather, where I was like, it was an experiment. Basically, the entire thing was an experiment. Can we get on Impossible a hyperwarp navigator officer to job level 11 before you meet the first Xeno? Because at job level 11, you get Skip Off the Void, which lets you just run away. The navigator has a second talent, one that lets you start closer in space combat. You start at like range 4 or 3, I think, maybe one or the other, which would be really useful. So going back, I would probably try and get a commander crew, 2 commander crew, ideally. 2 commander crew, and get a hyperwarp navigator immediately leveled up to an officer. because I think at this point we would have, well, we would be alive right now. You would have missed the episode nonetheless, because that was my bad, and I do apologize for that. But yeah, so a couple of ideas. My spark for this game has been revitalized. I hadn't played it in some time because I got a bunch of other games which I was pretty excited to play, but this is one of my favorite games. I freaking love it. I love the development that continues. The game is fully released, but they update it all the time. Bless you, Treza Brothers. Bless you. So we're going to revisit it soon. But not before you guys see this and have an opportunity to comment. Because, give me some ideas. What should I do? There's a couple of options. I could try and do an achievement run. I could do another melee combat crew, combat officer, whatever run. I'm not opposed to that, even though I just did one. Another kind of ship combat run, I think, as well. Might be interesting, right? Because now I have a bit more of an understanding of the ship combat. Maybe a close range combat kind of ship, right? Where instead of the last time I did when I was a pirate, I would hang back at range 4 or 5 and just bombard them with torpedoes. But maybe trying to close the distance and getting in a little bit closer might be a good idea as well. What else? I mean, I've done an explorer run, but exploration has changed drastically since then. This would be close combat again, but I would focus much more on exploration, trying to get actual explorers from the beginning and just really dig into the exploration. Close combat crew, explorers. I don't think I have the ability to start with any spies, but yeah, let me know down in the comments. Any of these things, if you got something completely different than any of what I just said, please do let me know. Probably a week after you guys see this. I'll be starting that. It's approximate estimation, but yeah, I think something like that. So, you see this, you got a week to comment. Think about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And sorry again, I keep apologizing, but I feel shitty for failing to record my death. And I feel stupid for not getting that Hyperwarp Navigator. I knew it. I learned this already. I taught myself this lesson, which I promptly ignored. The damn Hyperwarp Navigator as an officer probably would have helped us as well in some other ways, closing the distance. So we're gonna look into that if we do any other kind of anything. Nope. I would say no matter what you do, if you play on Impossible, make a Hyperwarp Navigator an officer. You need them. You need them to survive the Xeno, which you encounter at a level 11 or 12. It's like it was made for that, right? You get the skill if they're a talent, if you have the officer, and within a level or two, you meet the Xeno. And you're either dead or you have it. Maybe I'm wrong about that. If you got other ways... Another thing to drop in the comments, if you guys know of what to do besides this, please do let me know. So I'd appreciate that. Appreciate all of it. Appreciate you guys watching. Stick around. As I said, more is coming. Let me know what's going on, what you want. I will listen. Until next time, my name is ManTheMaker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.